Hi, my name is Heather, and this is episode 2 of my series Cover to Cover about my journey creating a children's book. If you saw my previous video in this series, then you might remember that I created the storyboards for my children's book. So now I'm going to pick a page to color. And in order to kind of keep the momentum of my children's book and stay excited about it, rather than do it just from start to finish, I just think it's more exciting and fun for me if I pick which page I want to do next, randomly out of the book. And then that way I'm kind of always doing what I'm excited about instead of just this is the page that I have to do next. It's kind of, I don't know, a little bit psychological, but it's kind of like how I stay on task better with my projects. Here's my storyboards, and I'm going to pick my favorite picture out of these, the one I'm most excited about. I'm definitely super excited about drawing the inside of Platy's house and making it all cozy and cute and picking the colors and the decor and stuff. I have one here that's a spread that shows Platy in his chair with the plant and then the little fireplace, so I think that would be really fun to do. I also love the one of him under the blanket. So I think I'll do maybe the one with him under the blanket just to kind of keep it simpler for my first illustration. All I'm going to do is I'm in Procreate where I had illustrated it, and I'm just going to go to my layers, and I'm on the layer with the illustration. So I'm just going to grab my select tool and grab the illustration. And then I'm going to do, with my 3 fingers, copy. And then I'm just going to create a new document, and I want it to be the size of a children's book page for the size book that I want to do. And I already have it actually in here, children's book page and children's book spread. So those are the ones for the size of my other children's book, 8.25 by 8.25. If you want a how-to on how to do that, I have another video on how to calculate your page size. So definitely check that out. I'll link to it in the cards. So I'm going to click on children's book page, and then I'm just going to do my 3-finger swipe and paste. And then here is my sketch. So I'll just drop that in. Now I'm just going to reduce the opacity, and I'll also put it on multiply so that way I can draw underneath it and it'll still show up. I'm going to make a new layer, and I'm going to drag it underneath that one. And then this is where I'm going to draw. I am in love with the brushes from Bardo Brush. That's probably my favorite brushes for coloring. She has this Kids Make Art series that has these free brushes, and I downloaded it because I was doing some lessons with a kid, and so I had her download these brushes, and then I really loved them. I have the other Bardo brushes too, but I'm kind of obsessed with the marker and the colored pencil one. So I'll probably use that for most of all the coloring. But for the background, I do like to kind of try to mess around with different brushes and just get a cool texture. So for the inside of his house, I think I probably want it to be some kind of brown because it is inside of his little den that's dug out of dirt or whatever. There are some painting brushes that I really like with the different textures. So I'll just kind of mess around with these different ones. I have some colors saved here that I really like, so I'll use, maybe I want to make it kind of lighter too though, because I don't want it to be super dark. And I'm just going to do some nice texture here. So this brush is the gouache brush, and I do really like the texture of that. Now he does have, his walls are dirt, so they should be some texture anyways. And I like to have it as the biggest size, and then just kind of go around kind of almost like squiggles. And then let's try, so then these are all these Bardo brush ones. And she has a lot of really cool different kinds of brushes here that you can mess around with to get cool textures. This gentle grain is probably like perfect for the inside of his home that's made of dirt. I think this is good enough so far. I could always go back and change it because I'm going to be using different layers. So that's my background layer, and I'm just going to make a new layer where now I can start coloring in Platy. I'm going to use the brush that I really like. Like I said, it's in the Kids Make Art and the colored pencil brush. For Platy himself, a platypus is like a dark brown. I'll do a dark brown for him. And I might mess around with the color later too. You know, I can just pick a color that looks pretty good for now and then color everything in, and I can always kind of adjust them later, especially with having stuff on different layers. That really helps a lot. I do have an older iPad, so I can't really have too many layers. So sometimes I have to kind of finagle it where I have multiple things on one layer, but they're things that like aren't touching. And so that really helps to be able to kind of maximize my usage. So I'm just laying down a base color right now, and then I'll add some shading and stuff. For his beak, I can't remember exactly what color their beaks are, so I'm gonna look it up really fast. I guess it's like kind of like a dark gray. So I'll probably do like a dark grayish brown. That way it kind of still goes with the colors good. I'm just going to kind of desaturate this a little bit. Kitty. One of the best parts of drawing on my iPad on a cozy chair is that my kitty will come and visit me. Now that I have the colors done that are a specific color, I can have fun and do all kinds of other colors for the other stuff. So I'm really excited about that. Now I'm done with my illustration for the first page, which I'm really excited about because now I have a landmark. I've illustrated the first page and I'm on a roll. Stay tuned for the next video where I'll illustrate the next page. I might do a spread for the next video. I'm not really sure. It depends on just what I kind of feel like doing. And I'll see you next time. I hope this was fun. I hope that you're making some headway on your project. See you soon. Bye.